everybody. I don't know what to say except that we're going on a trip. We're gonna slit this town like a noose. We're gonna open the door and walk out and leave the door open behind us. It's been one of those weeks, and it's gonna be one of those weekends because we're going to one of my favorite places in Oregon, which is Summer Lake Hot Springs. We're rolling the big van, going with Amy, and we're taking Sage, and we are just going to relax. We're going to meet our friends Scott and Andrea. We're bringing musical instruments, lots of good food. It's going to be awesome. Good morning. It's Saturday. We made it in late last night and crashed pretty hard. We're parked out in the back field. This is all boondocking territory back here. And first come, first serve, grab a spot, stay as long as you like. And up front here, the owner of this resort, Dwayne, built these cabins over probably the last 12 to 15 years. We've been coming here for a while, and I see some other ones over there in the distance. They're all thermally heated from the hot water, which is pretty cool. And they're super funky and charming, and I really like them. This row right here was the first row that he put up, and then he added the ones back there with the stucco finish, and then these are brand new right on the edge of the playa. And then off in the distance, that is the main hot spring pool house. When we first started coming here, Dwayne had a bunch of these classic aluminum sided trailers in this row for the trailers, and you could rent them. And then one bad storm came and blew a bunch of them over, so I think they're still here, but I think they're in the junk area, so we'll check that out later. Right on the edge of this property is this Fremont wilderness. This is called Winter Ridge, and looking at it, it looks pretty awesome. It is covered by snow, and then down here though, birds are singing, and we're looking out to the seasonal lake of Summer Lake, also known as the Playa. And this time of year, migratory birds are happening. It's cold, but it feels beautiful. It's quiet and peaceful here, and yeah, I really love it. There's a number of these old barn structures here on this property, and there used to be a little light aircraft strip just beyond that last building, and for a little while Dwayne had a light aircraft, and he'd cruise in and out of there and cruise over the playa. I'm not sure what most of this gets used for. It's fun to explore. We can check them out. This is the main bathhouse right here. It has a ton of character. This used to be a hunting kind of stop off. I won't say a resort. It was a camping spot for hunters in and out of the Fremont wilderness. And then Dwayne took it over and slowly but surely created this little cabin scene, and people come in and out of here on their way to Burning Man regularly, and there'll be some music festivals here during certain years. So all in all, it's pretty fun. But just check that out. It's quiet. I find it really peaceful. And there's the sweet Focus fan. All right, Sage, let's get some coffee. So our friends are coming to meet us, Scott and Andrea, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be awesome. This spot that we grabbed late last night didn't have a fire ring, so I see someone vacated this spot with a nice little fire ring. So we are gonna relocate the van. We're close to the cows. That's exciting. Winter Ridge. So yeah, so we'll get the van moved over there. We'll grab it.
Okay. I'm gonna check out the outside pool.
Sounds good. So it's snowing a little. This is going to be so awesome to get in this glorious water. Here we go. Hi. Morning. Ooh, icy. Life is good. Hot springing it in the snow. This is a first. We haven't been here when it's been snowy before. I must say it's makes getting in that beautiful hot water even more delightful. Should practice my Wim Hof breathing. Brr. That was an epic session. Whew. Super awesome. It's a little slippery out here because of the ice. So yeah, Scott and Andrea arrived, had some lunch, hit the pools for our first soak together, and met some wonderfully friendly people. Had fun just chatting with them. A couple from Bend, our friend Elizabeth, who is actually lives out here and came in for a massage and a soak, and then another couple from Ashland. And small world, a lot of similar connections, and just always seems to be that way out here, meeting friendly people out on the playa. All right, let's see what we got here.
That's crazy.
It's filled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
we were asked if there was going to be a fire tonight by a couple of our
friends.
co soakers.
Okay.
Cause soakers.
Should we make it a social?
So I think we ought to bust up with the fire. See, they're curious. They can't help it. That's
another
Dave.
dude.
Hey, Dave.
Hi,
How's the
Dave.
boy?
Hi, boy.
All right. Hello.
That was so snuggly. Look at this weather.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Did we nail this or what?
Should I bring my concertina over and not know how to play it?
Yes.
Yes, because I don't know how to play the ukulele.
Yes.
So.
Please.
We could like for those instants, you know, those moments where you quit thinking about what you're doing and it happens and then you're like, oh my god,
Yeah, totally.
that's music.
Yeah.
In the robe. Is that it?
You got that from the ladies department in Walmart.
Wally's.
It's lapping.
You guys need help setting up your domicile? Good morning. It's Sunday morning and we had a mostly uneventful night. At one point, Sage started to fall into the footwell by the sliding door, wanting to go outside repeatedly. So I went out and took her for a walk and it was a really beautiful night. The moon was still super bright. It's only a few days past full. And the playa looked gorgeous, and of course it was very quiet. I think this morning we'll take her for a walk and have some coffee and then have a soak before we start slowly making our way back to Bend. It takes me a couple days after we get out of town, get out of the routine to really unwind. I think that's why this is one of my favorite places, because it sort of forces me to slow down. There's just not a lot to do here in a good way. Soaking, of course, but there's no restaurant, it's none of that stuff. It's just whatever you bring with you. And you can walk around the property here, head out towards the playa, and it's just so peaceful. Some cows mooing in the background. But Sage is at a point where I can take her off leash out here and she'll stay pretty close. Not because she's not curious, but mostly because she just doesn't have as much energy to roam for miles like she used to. So it's nice to let her have a chance to feel some freedom and smell some things that are interesting. So yeah, it's awesome. Love it. You can really see the mountains today. And they are stunning. I want to go up and explore in there. There's some lookouts. The Oregon Timber Trail runs through a section of that. And I hear it's very, very isolated. Not many people are on it. And the trail may or may not be in good condition. So I think it's going to be a pretty amazing adventure one of these days. Okay, we're about ready to get our last soak on. This is what the van looks like after a weekend of camping. We have soaking stuff. A sink full of dishes that we're going to wash when we get home because we don't have the water going. And then look at this view out the back. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Loving it. All right, let's get our soak on. So that's a wrap for our Summer Lake Hot Springs adventure. I love traveling with Amy and Sage, and so happy to go on any adventure. We just travel so well together, and sharing a place like Summer Lake, as funky as it is, it's just always super fun. We meet tons of interesting people. The van, as always, did awesome. Every time I think about downsizing to a shorter van, that might make it a little bit easier to be a daily driver. We go on a trip like this and it's just so nice to have all this room. At this point, it's just life and van maintenance, get everything cleaned up. I want to thank Scott and Andrea as well for braving what we thought would be spring break crowds to come and join us. They are just such awesome friends and so fun to have. And one of the highlights for sure was taking the scenic birding loop with them out on Summer Lake and checking out cranes and snow geese and just all kinds of birds. I don't have a background in that, so they are wonderful guides and awesome, intrepid adventurers. So thanks for coming along on the ride. So with that, thanks for checking this out. The first of what I hope will be many in my hot springs project. And thanks for watching the show. I hope you come back and visit us again soon. Ciao.